really hurts. Magmahal ng ganito. Welcome to our new session, 21st Century Learners, and welcome to our new video for this English 300 subject. And for today's video, our target is for you to familiarize speech acts and be able to identify the three types of speech acts. So to start off, I want you to get a grasp of the following statements. You did a good job. You've been late for hours. Be a lifesaver. Good day. Sorry, it was my mistake. Please observe social distance. I'm sorry to say this, but I don't like you. What I have presented are examples of speech acts. What is a speech act, by the way? Speech act is an utterance or a statement made by the speaker to achieve an intended effect or an intended action. Some of the functions of speech acts are the examples which I have presented you earlier. And to give you a recap, we will use the acronym CGAR. So we have C for compliment, another C for complain, I for invitation, G for greetings, A for apology, R for refusal, and another R for request. A speech act may include word, several words, sentence, or several sentences. An example are the statements thanks, thank you very much, and thank you for your active participation in our subject. So the statements I've mentioned are showing appreciation regardless of the length of each statement. Now we come to the three types of speech acts. These types were popularized by the famous philosopher J.L. Austin in the year 1962, or John Langshaw Austin. These types are locutionary act, illocutionary act, and perlocutionary act. Now let's break them down. Let us start with the first type, which is locutionary act. This is the actual act of uttering, or those are the exact statements that come out of your mouth. Say for example, this online class is so hard. I don't want to do this anymore. I hate you. Is that for real? So let us now proceed with the second type of speech act, and that's illocutionary act. When we say illocutionary act, that refers to the social function of your statement, or what is the purpose of your statement. What do you actually mean? Because there are statements which have double meaning. Let's say for example, ano ba yan? Kakasahod lang kahapon, wala na agad akong pera. Paano na lang yung date namin mamaya ni Mario? Ako pa naman sasagot nun. Lahay ka, may pera ka ba? O bakit? Wala ka na namang pera? Kakasahod lang kahapon, wala ka na namang pera, magtatanong ka na naman kung may pera ako. Gusto mo lang mangutang eh. Alam mo, you have to learn how to manage your money wisely. If that guy really likes you, he has to help you with the expenses, hindi yung binawaldas niya lang yung pera mo. Grabe ah, oo na. Nagtatanong mo naman, ang dami mo pang sinabi. Scene 2. Babe, papaalam na ako. You know, birthday kasi ni Emil, so just gonna hang out. I just want to let you know na I'm not gonna do anything. Okay? Is that fine? Okay, fine. Ito na nga eh. Di na nga ako pupunta. Sinasabi ko naman sa'yo. Dito na nga ako sa bahay. So those scenarios are examples of illocutionary act, in which it refers to the exact function and the exact meaning of your statement. Now let us proceed with the third type of speech act, and that's perlocutionary act. Perlocutionary act is the resulting act of what is said, or simply, it is the responding act of your audience to your message. For you to clearly understand it, let me show you examples. Oh, hi. Hello. Jane, I have to tell you the truth. I'm trying. I've been doing my best for this relationship to work out, but it's not working. Jane, I'm sorry. Let's just end this. I want to break up with you. After everything, I've given you everything I have. And this is how you're going to repay it? Good morning, class. So let us start our discussion for Math 101. So who can tell me the answer to our first equation? 1 plus 1. Anyone? Oh, yes, Andrew. Me, ma'am? 1 plus 1 is 2. Perfect. Now let us have our last equation. So we have x squared plus 8x plus 16 is equals to 0. What is the slope of x? So who can answer? Oh, yes, like me, ma'am. Uh, 8x. Syntax error, ma'am. So there we go. Just remember that perlocutionary act refers to the responding action of the listener to your statement. If you would say, I love you may answer, I love you too, or thank you, you're welcome. So that's the responding act. Or if you would be asking them to dance, and they would dance. If you would ask them to stop, and they would stop, those are the responding action to your message. That's perlocutionary act. Now let us proceed. J.L. Austin has also introduced the concept of performatives. And what is this, by the way? Well, these are statements which allow someone to perform something by just simply stating it, provided that these statements must meet these two criteria. Number one, it must be said and done by the right person. Number two, it must be under the right circumstances. Now let us observe these two examples. Number one is the priest announces, I now pronounce you husband and wife in a church wedding. That is an example of performatives. Why? It is because it met the two criteria. It was said and done by the right person, and it was mentioned in a wedding, so that met the second criteria. So that specific statement is an example of performative act. Unfortunately, in the second example, the firefighter went out to the street and said, I now announce martial law, is not an example of performative. It is because the firefighter don't have the authority to declare martial law, and it is not stated in the right circumstance. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let us proceed with the 5 classifications of speech acts, which includes assertive, directive, commissive, expressive, and declaration. And what are those? The first classification of speech act is assertive. This is a type of elocutionary act in which you are expressing your opinion or point of view. Let's say, for example, I would suggest that we practice social distancing. I think I am the best dancer. I can bake cake. So those statements are examples of assertive. Directive is a type of elocutionary act in which the speaker wanted the addressee of the message to perform something. An example for this are, please close the door. Let me go. Go home. Dance. Please forgive me. So those are examples of direct. Commissive is a type of elocutionary act in which the speaker commits to do something in the future. An example for this are, I promise to love you with all my heart. I promise not to disappoint you. I promise to study hard next time. I promise to review next time. So those are examples of commissive. You're trying to commit something. Next we have the expressive. When we say expressive, that is the type of elocutionary act in which you are trying to express your emotions. An example for this are, I'm really sorry. I don't mean to do that. I'm sorry if I offended you. I'm so happy right now. Yes, I passed the examination. So those are examples of expressive. You're expressing yourselves. Either you're happy, you're sad, you're excited, you're entertained. So the last type of illocutionary act is declaration, in which you are declaring something or you are saying something that might change one's future in a positive or negative way. Examples are: you are fired, you are hired, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations, you are pregnant. And those are examples of declaration. So that would be all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much once again for watching and comprehending this video. I hope that you have learned something for today. If you have any clarifications, just feel free to ask me. Once again, I am Miss Laika B. Alarcon. And thank you so much. See you all next week. Bye.